Hey, Jeremy, what do you usually do at a convention?
That's a good question, Danny. I usually just rock up to a convention and hope for the best and hope someone talks to me, but I don't know. It always feels a bit empty. What do you do?
It does. Yeah, it always feels like there's so much to do and not enough time, and you always miss out on something. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about navigating, getting the most out of your convention.
Welcome back to the JustBeCos Podcast, a podcast about all things life and cosplay. Once again, I'm one of your hosts, Jeremy, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Daniella. Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
Now, it's only a couple weeks till PAX. I don't even really know exactly how much longer it is, but we're getting real close, aren't we? How are you going with your progress?
God. Oh my gosh, I am so... I'm getting there. There's progress happening. there's a lot to say about it. I don't know why, but when I've been constantly working on a project, it makes me want to like pull away and work on something else because I've just been working on the same thing for so long.
You just need a break. You just want to change it up a little bit. I get you.
Yeah. It's really bad. Though.
For anyone who doesn't live in Oz, PAX Australia in Melbourne is arguably, if not, the biggest kind of anime gaming nerd convention in Australia. And for anyone in Australia who doesn't know that, get to PAX sometime and you'll see exactly what we mean. So, lot to see, lot to do, lots of people to meet. You got all the industry professionals and developers and everything kind of coming to this one convention. So, it's pretty exciting.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as Danny mentioned, in this episode, we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of like, with every big convention, we miss out on something, right? We either feel like we get too stressed or we feel like we should have used our time better, or afterwards we feel like, what's the best way to kind of get back into things without feeling that post-con depression as we all feel at some stage. So what we kind of want to talk about today is how to navigate the wiles of life at a convention, before the convention, during the convention, and after the convention. But before we go ahead, Danny, did you want to tell our wonderful listeners all about our Patreon before we kick off?
Yes. So if you subscribe to our wonderful Patreon for the price of a cup of coffee or tea, depending on what you prefer, you can join our Discord. Of course, obviously you don't have to, but it's just like a little, yay, thank you for supporting us. But if you just want to donate just for the heck of it, we really appreciate it. And thank you to our current subscribers. We really appreciate it. We have a list somewhere that we usually say.
I've got it right here.
You got it? Okay.
Right. Yeah, right.
Better on announcing.
Look, right now it's a small list, so we can get through it pretty quick. But as time goes on, these are going to be our VIPs. Get like your own little secret chat room and hand signals and stickers and stuff. But we're getting
hand signals.
Yeah. So just very quickly, thanks very much again to Black Steel, Mithril Teacup, Toxic, Trone, Barry, and James. Appreciate you guys. You guys have all said hi to us at some stage, and it's lovely meeting you guys in person.
Really appreciate it.
And as Danny have mentioned as well, we're doing something pretty cool, exciting coming up at PAX. We're going to make some pretty big announcements, if not this week, then next week leading up to it. So listen out, because we want you, to come have a yap with us. Tell us all about your experiences. So we'll talk about that very soon. Now, Danny, currently in the before, during, and after con stage, we're obviously doing the before stage. So to get the most out of your prep time, make sure that you are ready for the con, make sure everything's set up and ready to go, what do you usually like to do leading up to a convention? We obviously all crunch, right? So what does your crunch look like at this point?
I mean, my current crunch, it's so I have all my armor like cut out and glued together. Mm-hmm. I'm up to attachments and details. I believe I can get through it pretty quickly, but I really should have started a lot sooner and been a lot more consistent. And I feel like every time you see that you have a lot of time, it makes you procrastinate more.
For sure.
You're like, oh, it's fine. I have like 2 months. Oh, it's fine. I have 1 month. Oh, I have 3 weeks.
Put it this way, I think my brain is going, I still have 3 weeks to go. I've got time. But I don't think I'm making a big armor set like you're doing. It's just because Danny, is your costume a secret?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say, or do we just kind of?
Oh no, I've announced it.
You've
yeah,
announced
that
it.
I'm doing Lazelle from Baldur's Gate.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what day to wear it yet because
Sunday.
there's
Make it Sunday.
people are wearing it every day. Yeah, I'm just like, but there's an Elden Ring meetup on Sunday, and I'm like, I wanna
Look,
do
you
both.
pick your.
It's so hard.
You do what you want to do. I'm doing Asterion. That's for Sunday. Come along if you want,
Yeah.
Danny, but we don't have to match. It's okay. It's okay.
No, me and Byron were thinking of doing a costume change so we could do both
Ooh,
because
yeah,
there's a lot
right.
of people doing it on the Sunday. But we'll see how we go. But yeah, usually I have a checklist that I tick it off. But for Lazelle, I don't. I just kind of me and Byron both decided very last minute to work on these builds. We
Yep.
haven't really done the usual planning. But thankfully, I have patterns which save me so much time.
They really do.
What about you?
So in terms of crunching, I think writing a list is usually a good idea.
Yeah.
In terms of, here's my costume list. This is what I need to do for each costume. And I've got a very small list on my computer, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but if it's like one of the lines is, style this wig. You know how long styling a wig can sometimes take. It's like a whole day job sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Bane of my existence.
yes, and I find in those lists you can break those tasks into smaller tasks, right? So if it's like, finish the chest plate for my armor, right? And so instead of putting finish chest plate, you could be like, okay, I still need to add details, add trims, do base layer paint, do top layer paint, spray finish, seal it. So you can kind of break it down, because I think there's nothing more satisfying than having a list and seeing things get checked off bit by bit. You're like, big red pen right through it.
It feels really good. It
Yeah.
actually motivates you. You're like, I'm almost there. And I used to use Taskade, which would tell you the percentage of your progress, which was even better. I could see like the bar going up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm getting there.
Oh, that little serotonin tickle in your head. It's just,
Yeah.
feeling productive.
Yep. Yeah. But I was going to say, I believe that for women anyway, that time of the month greatly impacts your motivation to get anything done.
Oh, boy.
I've only just made it through, so my motivation is slowly getting back. But for the longest time, you just vegetate and try and craft, but you're just like,
Hey, Danny,
dying.
odd question, just because I have heard different stories from different people.
Yeah.
I've also heard that when you're in that vegetative state of that time, like you're like, I'm not doing anything. But then the next week after that, you start to recover. You're like, no, I'm doing twice as much work now, because you're kind of in that flow state, I suppose, of getting stuff done. Does that work for you as well, where you kind of do nothing and then you do twice as much, or?
Yes. So a lot of the time when women are ovulating is when we have the most energy, the most motivation, the most, let's just freaking go.
Let's go.
That's when you can run 3 laps around your oval. It's the best time to get as much done as possible.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the clock does not run around our
Conventions.
bodies. Yeah. So we have to just do.
Yeah.
We have to just do
whatever you're
regardless of
able
what
to
time.
and listening to your body at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a time. But
Now-
sorry.
No,
I didn't
no,
want to interrupt you. So
No,
I'm
no,
like,
I don't want to
I
interrupt
think
you.
we
I'm
both
sorry.
just did that.
I was going to segue into something. So
Yeah, me too. I was going to talk about getting your travel plans in order and stuff like that.
Okay,
what were you going to
it's good,
say?
good segue. No, we've got different segues. Great. Travel plans. So this is a good one, because I feel like it needs to be done months in advance, obviously, to get the best price on your flight, hotel, etc., especially within your budget. So by the sounds of it, you have... Danny and I aren't sharing hotel space this time. We've got separate plans. So by the sounds of it, you booked your stuff ages in advance, months in advance, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So-
We sure did. So when we were going to book, our friend Jacqueline told us that, they had space in their Airbnb. There was a whole room. And they were like, do you want to accommodate with us? And we're like, oh, heck yeah, that'll be a lot better because we can split it, and we're driving.
Yep.
So we have more options in regards to where we want to stay.
Sure.
I feel like when you're flying, you kind of need it to be close to the convention, because otherwise you're going to spend a lot of money catching Ubers.
Yeah.
Ubers and stuff and public transport. If you can walk there, then awesome. But then the accommodation costs more the closer it is to the convention.
Yeah.
And I guess it all kind of balances out, but regardless, Yeah, we booked that in advance. Another thing, if you're driving, to do is service your car and check your tires.
Oh,
And
you're smarty pants. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So after I think it's like every interstate trip we do, we have to service our car.
That's a good thought because of how much driving you guys are doing.
Yeah, because most of our interstate trips are like 10 hours, and our mechanic is like, okay, every this much, driving, you have to get it serviced. And we're like, okay, after every con drive, we have to go get the car serviced.
I mean, I think that's a good routine to keep up with because I'm usually
so
quite
important.
slack. I'm usually quite slack with getting mine serviced. I think.
Yeah.
Mine's up to the 100.
So important.
Yeah, it's so important and so important. I think I'm lucky in that all the time I've owned the current car I've got, which I've had for almost 10 years now. I haven't had one breakdown in the middle of anywhere once, which I'm very, very lucky.
So good.
So, but it's, it's one of those things where it's like, look, if you don't put in the slight inconvenience to get it sorted out now, you're going to get inconvenience at some point in time where it's not so convenient, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with, getting sick. If you, push yourself to push through a sickness and you say, all right, if you don't take it easy now and take a break and recover, your body is going to take a break for you, whether you like it or not. So
that's so true. Oh my God. Speaking of, every time before and after a con, like the day, usually it's after the con day, we will take a immunity defense, like multivitamin.
I remember you guys
like
bringing that along
day.
to AvCon.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh, it's just like, wow, I can feel the power of the
sick.
garlic coming through me. And the vitamin C in this little pill.
Always.
Great. Oh, it's good.
It helps so much. We almost, the last time I got sick was TGX, and that was because I didn't take anything.
Wow.
So we always take it.
Didn't take your supplements, and this is what you get.
No.
Yeah, interesting.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's one of those things where, this is a random segue here, when I had a friend who used to, when they had a cold, they're just like, oh man, just drink lots of orange juice, get that vitamin C in you. But there's nothing worse than drinking like this really cold, sweet drink when you're sick and all you want is like warm tea and honey and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
It kind of hurts. So, pro hack out there for anyone who does have a cold and you want to get your vitamin C hit, but you don't want that cold orange juice, is Ribena. The black currant syrup. Get that with warm water or hot water.
Oh, okay.
Delicious. It's really good. And it's
Yum.
pumped full of vitamin C, so it's actually quite good.
That is smart.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
if you're worried about sugar, there's a sugar-free version, so just go for that one. Yeah.
Even better. Oh my gosh. I feel like I went from the beginning right to the end with the preparing for cons. I went from travel to, okay, after the con, pump yourself.
After the con. Hey, like, we'll get there.
Garlic.
We'll get there, for sure. But on the note of...
Oh, yeah, go.
No, I've got some... Don't worry, I've got some. I've been waiting. It's like, travel was a good one. Travel's a good one.
Yeah.
But on that note is work, in terms of... I know for a fact, every single time, like 99% of us have a job where we're working for someone else, right? If you're working, you're running your own business, good on you. You can call your own schedule, right? But I had to book my travel plan stuff like back in April, saying PAX. Yeah, April.
Holy heck.
I mean, for the more recent ones, I was like, can I please have a day off? I know it's only like a month notice. But even then they're like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So back in April.
What?
And I know, so Keely for Smash, she couldn't get it off because she needs to book a July trip back off in January. And otherwise, no, you can't get it. So,
what the heck?
Yeah, I know. So just be wary. Like, depending on where you work, so maybe your boss is cool. They're like, yeah, man, go and have fun. But I had to fight. I had to fight for my my time off for this con. I was ready to throw fists. Because even
Jerry went to war.
Oh, I went to war. Like, this con is a good con.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
that seems so unfair.
It does. So number one is time to tell your work, but number two is the week before the con. If you are gonna be crunching. Like, there is no way about it. So I would also kind of make the suggestion that even before you fly out, have a few days off before you fly out so you can crunch.
Yeah.
Because the number of times
smart.
I just called in another day sick because I'm like, oh, I need to have a day off or I'm not going to finish this costume.
Yep. That is so true. And even after, so many people I know, day after the con go to work. Are you crazy?
You're crazy.
Do you hate your body?
Oh,
No, I've done that and I was just dead. You don't like it's not worth it, guys. Like have that extra day off. God damn.
I'm actually not sure. I think I might be working the day I come back from Smash, to be honest.
No,
From PAX.
Jeremy.
I'll let you know. I'll double check. But
Yeah,
look, I had
let
to.
us know if you take it off.
Oh, that'll be a Tuesday. I think I'm flying back on Monday. So anyway, that's after the con problem at this point. We'll talk about that in just a second. God, what else was I gonna say? So we had travel, we've had work, we had crunching. We also have. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you might think, think about money, think about luggage, like it's all regular travel things, right? A big one. Now, this is for any of you who like catching up with people, okay? I would highly suggest just sending a message to the people that you want to catch up with. Even if it's just like, hey man, coming down for this event, would love to catch up if you got time. Because the number of times that you go to a con and I meet people there and they're like, dude, I haven't seen you in ages. I didn't even know you were coming down, right? I didn't even know you were here. I would love to catch up with you for longer. And it's one of those times where you kind of just pass each other and you don't have time for whatever reason. So
Jeremy also never posts, so people don't know what he's doing or what his plans are. He'll just like appear.
You're like, what's up,
like
guys?
You've got reverse Thanos to just be like, I'm here.
I'm here.
Like, what?
I unsnapped
You didn't
myself.
say anything. And that's so. It's a good thing you message them because no one would know what you're doing or where you are.
I think, and look, that's a me problem, and I think part of that is I don't usually plan things very, very, very far in advance, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, if it's like, what's today? We're recording this on a Wednesday, for example. If I had plans for a Friday night, I might message a mate like today, maybe Friday afternoon, like, hey dude, what's up? Like, you want to go out?
Yeah.
So, like, unless it's a date, then I'm a bit better with being proactive with that kind of thing. But with close friends, like, yo, what's up, man? You wanna hit the arcade or something? Hey, you wanna go out for a drink or something?
Yeah, I think it is easier when it's just chill, last minute plans with close friends. Like I know, like Momo. And Araya and Jacqueline, like sometimes a day before or a few days before, it'd be like, do you guys want to hang out? And we'll be like, heck yeah, we do, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because they're not really things that feel like they need to be planned because it's like, if you're not free, you're not free.
Yeah,
and it's just a chill, like,
for sure.
You kind of plan things like dinner or movies a bit better, but
yeah, I think so.
Just a random catch up, I think, is a lot more chill.
Random catch up.
Yeah, that's good advice. Tell people that you're going to be there,
and
especially if you don't post a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And look, and I know a lot of people would think that, I don't want to reach out because it might seem like needy. It might seem like they're reaching out. And look, I get that where it's coming from, but I think at the end of the day, if you don't ask, you don't get. Right? We can't rely on, maybe we'll happen to cross paths. Maybe we'll happen to meet. And maybe at the con already, and you're like, wish I could know where my friends are. And if you mess them then, at that point in time, it's like, yo, where are you? That feels even worse to me. Because if you just mess them a few days before, be like, yo, coming down to hang, to see the con, would love to hang if you're free. It makes the, yo, where are you, seem a lot less out of the blue, a lot less random, right? So...
Also, they might never check their phone at the con. Like, most people are busy talking, taking photos.
God. I'm awful at that.
I'm not on Instagram messages. You have to call me. Most people, when they want to get hold of me, if we're close, you have my phone number. You can call me to get hold of me. Even sometimes if I'm not super close with someone, I'll be like, here's my phone number, or you'll never get me because I won't be on Instagram. Like, I'm just not going to... And reception is poo as well. Like, I'm not going to be able to connect. So, yeah, definitely planning ahead in regards to catch-ups is super important.
It's really funny.
I agree.
I thought about the phone numbers for a second, and I feel like if you've got someone's phone number, you're either really close with them or you're a complete stranger, like cold calling. It's like, hello, Mr. Jeremy, your McDonald's order is ready. I'm like, I forgot about that. So, use the phone rather than social media on those kind of catch-ups. I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Agreed. It also just made me think about understanding the layout of the actual convention helps so much with the catch-ups. If someone says they're at door 5 and you're like
Where's door 5?
Where's door 5?
What's a door?
And PAX is huge.
Yeah.
You'll be walking around for so long looking for door 5 if you aren't familiar with the map. I still get lost. I mean, everyone knows I'm bad with directions.
I think that's part of the fun of going to a super big con is just getting lost and finding out what's there. Because I don't know, Danny, are you the kind of person who meticulously plans out a schedule on a holiday or where you're going, especially because your directions aren't tip-top, I suppose?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I like to be prepared just so I have less chance of getting lost. I like to know what is around, what it looks like. If I'm looking at a location I have to be at on Google Maps, I will look at the street view so I can see what the front of it looks like so that I know what I'm looking for when I go in person. Otherwise, I'm going to go circling around the block over and over again.
Hey, look, that's super prepared. I respect that a lot. I, again, am pretty awful like that. I don't. I was like, yep, that's the address. Yeah, I'll find it eventually. That's fine.
No, I think that's good. I think you probably naturally are pretty good at finding locations, whereas I'm not. So I need to take the extra step.
To be fair, I also think it's a fault of mine in that because I'm like, I'll figure it out later. It'll be fun when I get there. It also results in me getting somewhere a little bit late a lot of the time. Because I overestimate, like, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I get there late.
Never mind, I take it back.
And look, I know it's a bad habit. I know it's rude to not be somewhere when you say you're going to be there. I'm always the type that's like, hey, look, I'm so sorry, I'm running a bit late. I'll always send those messages. But
same.
If anyone's late, it's usually me. So that's the downside.
I'm I'm the kind of person who expects 10 minutes early to be on time. So if I'm not 10 minutes early, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm late. They're like, you're on time. I'm like, no, I'm just so used to working, retail and pharmacy and medical where 10 minutes early is on time. Actual starting at the time is late. So I think that's just been etched into my brain. You have to be 10 minutes early.
That is a very good habit to keep. I am always and have always been the exact opposite. I'm like, look, if I start at 8 a.m., my clock-in time is 8 a.m., I will be there at 8 a.m. I'm not going to be there. Like, maybe it'll be like 8:01, 8:05, whatever. Yeah. And it's interesting because one of my first jobs was at Woolworths, big grocery store. And if you clocked in 10 minutes late, it's like, oh, whatever, man, just stay back 10 minutes. Like, yep, sweet. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
So
that's how I I like that too.
Me too. I loved it.
But obviously that wasn't.
When it comes to corporate, hate it.
They're such poos.
We need someone there on time. I'm like, man, just chill. Like,
I am on time. Fuck you.
So yeah.
I am definitely an overly prepared, prepare for the worst type of person. I earlier in the week, I think it was last week, I was, we're going through our schedule of what panels we're on and panels we want to see. And when I get the PAX app, you bet I'm going to be adding to my schedule every panel I want to go to and every event I want to see so that I'm reminded at the times that I'm on time to see everything because I don't like missing out on things.
No, that's honestly really good because we've got a few different appointments I think we have to keep throughout the day. So
yeah,
that's good. I'll be going to Danny, but Danny, do we have anything on today that we need to keep in mind? Because for me, and I don't know about you, but for the most part, I've got Google Calendar, which I'll plug in, I don't know, birthdays and events. But if it's like a daily schedule, like work roster or whatever, it's just up in my head. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, I remember it or I forget it completely, and that's happened before. So it's not reliable, but I don't know.
Came to the realization though that if I attended every single one of my friends' panels, I would not be able to explore or experience any of PAX. And that made me really sad. I'm like, that means I have to sacrifice some watching some of my friends' stuff. And I was like, damn, that's really poopy. But at the same time, I will be supporting as much as I can by sharing that they're doing it, etc. With the calendar thing, I share a calendar with Byron because, we have different work schedules. So if he has an appointment with someone or if I have an appointment or a plan, we can see it in our calendar. Even on your phone calendar, I love that you can choose to have it connected to Google or Samsung or any email. That helps so much because we could just see each other's calendars
all
in one on our phone. God, does that help so much. That's kind of unrelated to conventions, but it is so useful.
It's scheduling. That's what it is. Because
oh my gosh.
when I was still living at my parents growing up as kids, there was my older sister, my younger brother, and my two parents. So 5 of us. And we had this wall calendar in front of the pantry.
Oh, that's cute.
And so whenever someone had an event on, we just like write it on the calendar. That's how we kind of shared the calendar, I suppose, in that way. So
that's so smart. I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that.
But
oh man.
I mean, everything's electronic now, so you don't really use that kind of stuff. But there's some, I don't know, some brain happy tickles when you get to use a pen and paper these days for things. It just seems so.
Oh yeah, we have like
nice.
3 whiteboards in our house. We have one little magnet whiteboard. It's like a sheet of magnet whiteboard, and it's just stuck on the fridge to write down, you know, to do or to buy or like things that are immediately happening. And then Byron has 2 whiteboards for his work and like his note taking and his things to remember and do. It helps so much having whiteboards that you could just quickly pick up and write on.
Yeah.
Because you're like, otherwise it just poof.
It does.
Out of brain, bye forever.
It gets a bit like that.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a whiteboard sitting in the corner over there. I used it a little bit at the start of this year, but
It's collecting dust now.
I mean, I tried. I mean, it wasn't my whiteboard. I was borrowing it. So now it's just sitting there.
That is fair.
But
It's
hey, look,
just a
whatever
piece.
helps. That's all. But hey, this is a good tie-in into like, hey, during the convention, this is how you keep up with what you want to do. So we've got schedules, Danny. Schedules. We've got actually contacting your friends beforehand. So during the day, you'd be like, yo, would love to catch up, man. And I know a lot of the time it's hard to be like, oh, I have to catch up with this friend at this time, at this door. It's like, let's go to the con, see what's there.
Tried.
And it's hard.
Everyone has different schedules.
For sure.
I remember Byron tried making like a group chat and being like, at this time, we're all just going to sit here and eat. But like everyone was like, yeah, let's do it. But you know, on the day of, everyone's busy and they realize they're not ready to have lunch at 1 p.m. They have something else on that they didn't cater for. Like, you know, they didn't think about, which is so fine. Like there was still some people, but obviously like everyone's busy and everyone already has plans, or they forget that was a plan. And I think it's really important to not feel sad or discouraged or upset when things don't go according to plan, especially at conventions.
Biggest one.
If you end up being late, if you end up missing a panel, if you end up not seeing a specific person, it's got to happen, especially at these huge events. Like you just got to be prepared and accept it.
It's interesting thought though, Danny, because I have been in both situations in which I'm up on stage and I'm going to see someone else's thing, and it's only after being in both positions do I kind of understand both sides of the story. Right?
Yeah.
Because me, myself, horrible being on time. I understand that. But I'll make an effort, especially if it's for people that I'm close to. I'm like, hey, let's go support them and see what it's like. Right?
Yeah.
And it sounds nice to say, it's nice to do. And then when I get up on stage to do a presentation, do a talk, do whatever, it's like, okay, cool. I'm here to do my work. I'm here to kind of present something. Let's go for it. But it just helps so much when it's like, oh my God, there's like my good friend in the crowd. Just, they don't need to listen to any of this, but they're here just because they're here to support me and watch and have another face in the crowd. And it helps immensely. It's really, really nice to see. But at the same time, I don't expect them to. But because I understand what it's like to have a busy schedule and do your own thing. But when they do come along, it's obviously very nice to see. So
because it's like, oh, they thought of me and they remembered me, and that feels good.
It does.
But obviously when friends don't come, I know that they have other things on.
Sure.
Or they could have just forgotten, which is totally fine. I even feel bad when friends want to come support, because I'm like, you don't have to. Like, I'm like, please don't do it out of guilt or out of, you know, oh, if I don't do this, I look like a bad friend. I'm always so very much like appreciative and also reassuring that it is okay. Like I don't hate you.
I think it's
kind of like, I forgot what I was going to say.
No,
continue.
No, I'm sorry for interrupting, because I feel like you're going to say this.
Keep going.
It's just they're there because they want to be, not because they have to be.
Yes.
Right? And because they're there because they want to be, I think it just means that much more. So and so Danny, I know you're in a tough spot. You've got so many different friends doing so many different presentations that you kind of want to be there for all of them. But at the end of the day, obviously you have to make sure that you're doing things for yourself as well. Otherwise, you know, it's not going to be a great experience at the end of the day. I mean, maybe it is a great experience if you get to support your friends every hour of every day at PAX, but I hope you do find time for yourself, because that's also very important.
Yes, it's I feel like it can be a bit tricky because you're the same boat as me. We're going to be working to a degree at PAX,
for sure.
not just for Just Because, but also as creators.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to do coverage of the event and interviews not just with random people, but like game developers and, you know, indie game developers in general. Yeah, people.
People.
Exactly.
People. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, you know, you got to plan and pick and choose what you can and can't do and figure out how long it's going to take and will you have enough time to do this and that. And it's like, it's a lot of organizing and planning.
It is. And for anyone who is bad at making decisions of doing this and having to give up something else, just letting you know, you're not alone. That is something that I, not just at conventions, but in my life, I'm currently going through something very similar in which you have to learn to make decisions, and some are going to be very hard. But at the end of the day, you pick something and be okay with that decision, because even if you miss out on something else, you chose that decision for a reason. So, you know, live with it and learn from it. Maybe it's a bad choice. Then it's like, okay, well, I learned from that. Let's do something else next time. You made a really good point, actually, Danny, about, you know, if you can't catch up with a friend at a con, don't take it to heart because everyone's busy. I kind of had a thought as soon as you mentioned that, actually, right? And the thought is this. I think if you go to conventions, you're going to hang out most of the time with your besties. You hang out with like the people that you love being around all the time. And as you go around, you might run into people who are also friends. Then maybe they're not besties, but they're good friends. You'll stop and have a chat, and you'll part ways, and you'll continue with your besties. Maybe you'll just go by yourself for a bit, but it's your besties that you'll prefer to hang out with at the con. But you might ask, but when do I actually get to hang out or meet other people or spend quality time with them? I think that actually happens after the con. I think that happens after the con. So, you know, everything's starting to close.
After
parties, the dinners, the drinks.
Yeah.
I think that's the time for, let's spend some quality time with not just the good friends, but also the besties and also the people I don't really know that well. I think that's the better time.
Picking an after party or a dinner is also really hard.
Oh, goodness. Okay,
Everyone
what are your...
last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Danny, what are your qualities? Because you obviously want to pick a party which is fun, you're going to enjoy yourself, but you don't want to pick something which you feel too overwhelmed or maybe it's difficult to organize. What do you look out for personally? Okay, let's assume it's a 3-day event like PAX, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Yeah. What are you going to typically aim for in these days? Because I know you and I hung out last year for just having a quiet dinner for one of the 2 of the days. But what do you kind of look for after parties wise?
So the dinner is like, because I always find the dinner comes first, but dinner wise, I always pick people that I enjoy the company of, that aren't going to further drain my battery that's already drained from the con. So it's usually people I'm already really close with or might be like around my age, and, you know, people that maybe I traveled with, just because we can all relax and not have to put on this, yay, I'm so excited and happy. We can all just kind of like, deflate and be quiet for a moment and just like chill out.
Have comfortable silence sometimes. I think comfortable silence is a good one.
Yeah, some people just kind of like zone out, and then you're like, you tired? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too, bro.
But the chicken is fucking awesome.
The chicken is fire. Oh my God. This is great.
But party-wise, I'm not too picky. It again will depend on my mood. I know a lot of parties are pre-book / pre-ticket events.
You know how I feel about that. Organising more than a couple of days in advance.
Yeah. I this time I planned to go to, it was like a Twitch after party, because it felt like the good in between of, you know, like the music and the dancing and the drinking, but also like the chill socializing and the networking and the like, how was your PAX kind of vibe.
That's the one on the Saturday night or the Friday night?
Yeah, it's on the Saturday. I don't know if there's anything on Friday. There probably is. There's something every day, to be honest.
Danny, gotta be real with you. You've invited me to that event on the Saturday. I saw it. I had my ticket, and I'm gonna be real with you. Gonna be real with you. It's gonna depend on my mood on the Saturday evening before the party. Like, what do I feel like doing?
Exactly.
Are there tickets available to this party still? Yes. Okay, I'll go. And like, no. Oh well, I'll find something else to do. I think.
Yeah,
that's literally
you have
how my
2
mood's
other
gonna be.
options at least. There's Fortress and Glitch.
Oh my goodness. Guys, parties
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like Glitch is a lot more strictly like full on party rave dance floor because I've been before.
Right.
Although upstairs is more chill, like there's tables and chairs and live music, and
Okay.
that's pretty cool. And a bar. Downstairs is like the dance floor. I guess it is similar to Fortress. It's not as big as Fortress though, but Fortress is always super packed.
Super packed.
Because it's big. Yeah.
It depends on your
just
vibe.
depends.
It depends on your vibe,
Yeah.
really, what you're feeling.
I feel like
you can just go for a
choosing
quiet
between the
dinner
two
with
would be
your mates.
friends.
You can just go for a quiet
Yep.
dinner by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that either. Like,
Literally, like,
actually,
yeah.
something I was going to do actually with because we kind of had a chat and we're like, Jeremy, it's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, have you ever been like after hours to PAX? I'm like, no, I haven't. It's like, do you want to do it? It's like, we might actually hang around PAX because PAX open till bloody 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're kind of curious, like, what's going on there? Maybe we'll just go buy a cheeky drink and walk the halls and see what actually happens.
They
even
do
later.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like PAX usually does have like their little like mini after party type vibes
Yeah.
at the event because PAX gives me the vibe they're kind of trying to be a lot more similar to the American convention lifestyle. It's like a 3-day con. They're open early till and they close late.
Yeah.
They have a bar. Like it definitely feels, and I know PAX is also in America as well. So it makes sense that there's some influence there.
For sure.
I've been so curious about that too, but we'll see how we go. So far, I've planning on going to the Twitch thing because it just sounds chill.
Yeah, look, that's cool. Look, Danny, I might join you. I might not. Even if we don't, still love you. I'm not going to hate you. Be like, you left me behind. It's not going to be like that. It's fine, right? But
And this is the problem, guys, trying to pick which bloody after party
pick
you're
which
going to go
party,
to.
pick which people you want to hang with. But it's
Yes.
yeah, it's just at the same time because there's so
No one
much
will
to
be
do.
offended.
I think a good thing to keep
Yeah.
in mind is maybe if you have people that you want to see, maybe make some time to spend even just 10 minutes catching up with each of them, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, if they're good friends, you want to spend more time than 10 minutes with them, right? But,
Yes, exactly.
it's definitely an event in which there's going to be more people than you have time to talk to in an entire weekend. So,
If there's anything that you feel a bit like you want to go but you're hesitant on going, then the answer is probably no.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to actually
that's
go.
a good one. That's a good one.
A lot of the time we decide to go because of FOMO, but if you're like, oh, I don't know, it's like, well, you probably don't. You just feel like you have to because people you know are going.
Yeah.
Just go to the one you want to go to. There, you will have friends that want to go to that too, which is so fun.
Actually, here's a good example of that exactly, Danny. So this would have been DreamHack last year before, so 2 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
Hanging out with Maya, and there's like some idol event going on. Just she had friends going. I'm not super into idols. It's not my
Yeah.
thing. So it's just like, Jem, you want to come because all these people are going? I'm like, all these people I knew that were going. I'm like, I don't really want to go. So I said, thanks for the invite. I'm not going to go. So instead, I kind of met some people that afternoon. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to see where the wind takes me with this. And so I ended up hanging out with those people instead. I got to network with a bunch of different people. I don't think I made any super close connections from that. But, it was a different evening, different connections. And that's what ended up happening. So even if all of your friends are going and you might feel like, oh, I'm going to miss out, but you're not that into it, you don't have to go. So it's...
I agree.
Yeah, just...
There have been times where I just went to my hotel.
Yeah.
I went to sleep.
You just went to
like
sleep?
me and Byron getting invited to these parties. You going to this? Nope, we're going to bed because we
bed.
drove for 10 hours. Bye. Farewell,
dear.
sleep time. Yeah,
Yeah,
so there's nothing wrong with that. People totally get it. And I don't, I go the next day to the con. I'm like, oh, I feel fine. I'm actually glad I got some sleep.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, sleep is so important, especially if you're cosplaying.
Oh,
You gotta get up
okay.
early.
This is another hot strat, okay?
Ooh, okay.
Sleep. You might be thinking, what? Okay, you might be thinking I'm crazy, but okay, stock up on sleep before the con weekend as much as possible because guaranteed you're going to be running short on sleep, running short on energy because it's a con. We're excited. We want to maximize everything, so we forget to eat, forget to sleep. You probably stock up on energy drinks as you probably shouldn't, but we're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
So sleep as much as you can before, and then during the cons, allow yourself to get to the con the next day late. You heard me.
Yeah.
Get to the con late because I guarantee you're going to be partying again into the evening. So
Yeah.
get some sleep. Just do it.
Sleep is super important. I agree. And there's nothing wrong, like Jeremy said, with not arriving at open.
I haven't arrived at open for years, Danny. I haven't done it for years.
Yeah, same. We always try to be there at least an hour or two after open if we're doing work, because obviously if you don't, like, you need time to work, and then you will have to make sacrifices. So if you get there late and you have to do content, but that means you're going to miss out on 3 panels that you wanted to see, well, tough tits. You got to sleep in at least.
Yep.
Yeah. You just got to accept that. You just got to be like, okay, well, it is what it is. At least I'm doing my job. But if you're just like a free like if you don't have any work to do, then man, I've attended cons at like 3 p.m., 12 p.m.
And
like
you still
really
had
friggin'
a
late.
great time, right?
I did everything I needed to with just like 2 hours. It was fine. Probably a waste, but like still, I had a good time.
You had a good time. That's all that matters.
Yeah, so con crunching the night before is probably not the best idea if you want to sleep and get there.
Danny,
early.
I want to pencil this in for you. I don't know what plans we've got, but Sunday of PAX is usually the bar day. We go there to have drinks at the PAX bar. I don't know where you'll be at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, that PAX has like a themed bar every year, which is really cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I think a couple of years ago it was like Elder Scrolls themed, and then
I was going to say, is it that area?
Yeah, it's that
Elder
area.
Scrolls one?
And then once the Cold Ones guys kind of took over that area, and they kind of promoted their brew that they were making, so that was pretty cool. But Sunday to me, chill day, cosplay, somewhat optional, but just chill out. And that's, I don't know, I feel like because that's the quiet day, I try to.
It is the chill day.
Yeah, it's the chill day. You talk to more people. I don't know, get interested in some card game I don't know how to play and try something different. So.
Oh, actually, like we did that last year. I highly recommend, guys, like hiring a little board game and playing it with your friends. It's actually so fun. It was so fun. I've never done that before at a con.
Oh, was that the first time doing it?
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Because like you usually do it at a party or at a friend's house, but doing it at a con, it was like, oh, this is kind of cool,
I think because part of it feels like, and I know I feel like this all the time, if I'm, for example, going out and exploring the floor and I'll have to sit down at some event for, I don't know, half an hour for an hour, playing some game, and I don't really know, then it's like, oh, am I wasting my time? I don't know. But when you're spending it with people that you're enjoying the company of, it doesn't matter.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I think if the company sucks and you're like, oh, I don't really like spending time with these people, don't sit down and play like a 2-hour board game because,
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so much I want to experience at PAX, and I really want to, like talk with the indie game developers, just the, people who are creative and hustling in general. Yeah, I really want to just hear their story, and, we want to interview some of them as well. And yeah, we kind of have to also accept that we probably won't get to do as much as we want to.
Yeah, well, I think we have to set ourselves that preparation of, look, we're going to do our best to access as much as we can, talk to as many people as we can. We've got a plan, Danny. We've got a plan.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best, but if we happen to fall short, hopefully we don't feel too discouraged because it's...
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you and I could spend the entire, weekend just talking to all the people that we want to talk to, but we'd miss out on everything else if we just did that. So it's all about balance.
Yep. Oh, it's so easy to just stand in the random cosplay area or the hall and yak to someone for an hour.
And there's nothing
wrong
with
And then you're
that.
like, what the hell?
There's nothing wrong with
Where'd
that either.
that go? No, of course not. But then you're like, oh shit, I had to be somewhere, but you just kind of gotta let that happen. It's gonna happen.
I think the good part is let's get the work out of the way first, which is what we're doing, right? We've designated some time to get the work done, and then whatever happens after that is free time. So
exactly. Last year, me and Byron had troubles on the way to PAX with the car and then accommodation, and so we were way too exhausted to cosplay on the Friday, and we actually had such a good time because maybe this sounds bad, but people obviously didn't recognize us, so it was easier to explore without being stopped.
Were you guys
talking,
in disguise, or you just didn't know as many people back then?
No, we weren't in disguise. We're just in casual clothes, and because we had put up our cosplay, and I guess people were looking out for that cosplay.
It was hard to recognize.
Yeah, people who were really close with obviously were like, oh, hi, how you doing? Are you not in cosplay? Are you okay? And it's like, they're tired.
Yeah.
But it's not that I didn't want to talk to anyone. It was just that trip was so exhausting that I didn't have the energy to socialize. So me and Byron actually got to experience PAX on the Friday as attendees and get more involved in everything that PAX had to offer. And it was so much fun.
Honestly,
being comfy.
Sometimes just going as an attendee instead of in cosplay is massive difference in experience.
It's so good, guys. I recommend it. Like, you don't have to cosplay every day or in general.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that. It's like, you know what? Maybe one day of cosplay, maybe one day for just hanging out. So
oh my god,
I know,
there are some people.
Does part of you feels like you're missing out if you're not cosplaying though? That's a big question.
That Friday, no, I couldn't think of anything worse. I was so dead, Jeremy, and just like traumatized. I couldn't think of anything worse than putting effort into a costume. Goodness. I was like, hell no. I almost just didn't go.
Wow.
I was so dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel if it's like for work or something, sometimes I feel guilty. I'm like, oh, I feel like I should put effort in. Or if I had plans for like a group cosplay and I don't cosplay at all, I'm like, oh, that feels like but things happen, you know. But the FOMO is definitely a thing, like it's because it is fun.
It is fun, and like part of me feels that because on, for example, PAX Saturday League of Legends group, I'm not wearing League of Legends. Would you believe? So
that would have
no, that's happening this weekend. I'm choosing not to wear League of Legends, but I'm also making a little social experiment, Danny, because it's like, okay, what if you go to a meet and you're a fan, but you're not in cosplay? Are people going to treat you differently? Are people going to, want to talk to you still? So it's going to be a little social experiment that I'm going to run for myself, I think. And
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time when group cosplays have people come up for photos because they love it, it's like kind of part of it. It's like, oh yeah, everyone likes seeing the group together. This is cool. But as a person who's not a random but actually knows people, I am curious if you would be treated differently.
Yeah, I mean, in the same way, like just as a basic thought, if you're in cosplay and someone comes up and talks to you about cosplay and you're making it and competing and stuff like that, and they kind of talk like they know a little bit about it, but they're not in cosplay, does that make you think of them differently? It's like, is this guy just talking out of their butt, or are they just not in cosplay today for some reason, or like what? Like, it obviously makes you think differently, right?
It would, yeah. That's such a good point because there's like this idea that as a cosplayer, you cosplay every day to every convention. And if you're not cosplaying, then you're not a cosplayer.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally heard it, or not personally heard it, but I've been told that, someone didn't wear their costume and the other person was like, where's your costume? And they're like, oh, it's finished. I just didn't want to wear it today. Like, I'm tired. And they're like, well, it's not finished then if you're not wearing it. And it's like, what the hell?
Whoa, what the hell?
That's so rude.
Yeah.
Like, that is not what cosplay is about. You don't have to wear it if you don't feel like wearing it. That doesn't determine whether it's complete or not.
I know it's a little thought experiment that I'm thinking about kind of testing out, I suppose.
I'm curious how that goes.
Yeah. Because again, it's not like I'm not going to be wearing cosplay on the Saturday, but I'm just not going to be wearing League cosplay. So it's going to be, interesting, I suppose. That's like a step down, not quite at the, cosplay versus no cosplay, but cosplay versus not the same series. But obviously, because I love League.
It also depends. Yeah. I feel like it'll depend because obviously if it's a group meet and they're busy doing content together or getting photos on together, I think it's very easy for you to be like shut out because they're busy.
No, of course.
But it's kind of like afterwards, once it's over and everyone's just
That's
yapping.
Exactly it. I'm not going to be interrupting them if they're taking photos, doing content or whatever.
Hell no. I never expect you to.
Yeah, you guys do what you want to do. I'm just going to, see if I can meet other like-minded League people. That's all it is, right?
Yeah,
that's
I reckon.
What's your prediction, Danny?
I reckon afterwards people will be pretty cool because I know most of the cosplayers in the League group. Is this the Saturday one?
Saturday, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, and most of them are like so chill to chat. And I know personally, I won't be in League and I'll come up and be like, oh my God, guys, you look awesome. Then we'll just start yapping about our day and it just naturally happens because we know each other. But with the random, I'm very curious.
Yeah,
if you
curious.
Don't know them.
I will be a random to a good majority of them, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I a cheat card then if I introduce you to people? Should I not say
No, Danny, please do come along. Okay, look, a little bit of social here's a social hack, guys. Danny actually just mentioned it. So the hardest part is walking into a new city, new environment, new country, new convention. You know no one, right? You're starting from ground zero. Obviously, we enjoy going to cons now because we know a bunch of people, so it's very easy to come up and say hi and meet people and whatever. But as soon as you meet one person, awesome, cool, meet a second person, great. You might meet some of their friends, great, now you know a few more people. But the point of a social circle, literally the definition, is people will know each other within the circle. So the easiest way to get to know someone from there is to meet your friends of your friends. And your friends of your friends of your friends. Agree. So, no, absolutely. Danny, come along and be a cheat code for me as well if you want to come and yap to some people with me. That'd be great.
I was like, am I ruining the experiment? Am I like the unthought of, Okay, that's cool.
Like, it's not as if I'm making content out of it. It's just like a little mental note I'm going to make. That's all it is. Yeah.
I always try my best to introduce everyone because I forget whether everyone knows each other or not because might know everyone, but the person that just entered the scene might not know everyone and only know me or might know only one person. So I'm usually like, wait a second, Daniella, hold the phone. Have you met these people? Have you guys all met each other? This is such and such.
It's a good habit. It's a really good habit, honestly, because you and I have probably been on the receiving end too. It's like, coming over with my friends to this. No one introduces anyone. It's like, bro, all right, I'll do it because my friend Danny didn't want to introduce you. I'll do it myself. So
yeah, and I get it because you get so distracted with the talk and then you want to, like, part of my brain is also like, I need to quickly get through this because, the person I'm with doesn't know this person and they don't want to stand there listening. But then I'm like, hang on a second, I could join them in the conversation.
Exactly. I just do it straight off the bat. Do it straight off the bat. They walk over like, hey guys, what's up? It's like, have you met my friends? I don't know, Darren here. Nice. All right, everyone meet Darren. Yes. Sweet. All right, continue the conversation. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah.
So
exactly. I've got better at it. My whole reaction first is always like, so then it takes a while for me to calm down.
Have you met this person as well, by the way? Now, back to hugging. Yeah. Back to yapping, right?
Yeah.
Now, on that note, just before we run over time, because this is a lot easier to talk about than I thought, what do we do to prepare after the convention? Because we're going to have these post-convention blues. And from probably what I know, it's like we've had to come from this big high of people around, video games around, anime around, can buy things, opportunity, to all of a sudden it's like, all right, back to your day job. Right?
Yeah.
How, Danny, how do you kind of keep that, the momentum doesn't have to be the same, but how do you keep the love for the community, for cosplay, for the connections that you make? How do you keep that alive in your opinion? How do you kind of keep that going after the cons?
I feel like it really depends on if you're an attendee or a creator because I feel like, I don't know, as an attendee, I feel like I didn't take as many photos in the past or videos and stuff. And so it was like, that was a good time. And I wasn't as into it as I am now.
Yep.
So I was kind of like, okay, anyway, back to work. What should I make next? Like, that was fun. Because it's a once a year thing. But as a creator, when it comes to kind of like, what you do afterwards, that's kind of when I will make my videos, make my posts, make my, like, share people's things they tagged me in.
For sure.
Message people as well. Like, it was lovely to meet you. You were so nice. Regardless of how big or small a creator is, I will always try and reach out to them and share them and, tell them they were lovely if they were lovely. If you were a prick, I'm not going to
message you at all.
But I'm just going to be like, that wasn't good.
That was a bit,
not a good time. Yeah, no, thank you. And also, I have there's like a lot of chores inside, like aside from washing your costumes, unpacking your bags.
Clearing up the bomb destruction that you made at your house, crunching for the con, needs to be cleaned up.
Oh my God, yes. I have this thing where I try to have the house clean. So when we get home, I don't have to clean. Because if I have to clean when I get home, I have like a meltdown. I'm like, no, I don't want to clean. Please don't make me do it.
I've gotten pretty good at doing that over the years. I'm usually, funny enough, when I craft, like for that day, I will do a cleanup after I finish that day's work.
Yes, good job. I'm proud of you.
I've come a long way. I've come a long way.
It helps. It's more inviting to do it again when it's clean.
I think it also helps with Asian parents. It's like, what have you done? What have you done? Yeah. Look at this living room. I'm like, I'm sorry, let me clean it up, right?
Yeah.
But
the panic of being hit.
Panic. There were some crunches though. For example, it's like, Oh, Danny, like don't know if I told this story. Made a costume, didn't sleep, went round the clock, uni exam at 8:30 a.m. So didn't sleep, drove straight to the exam with like half my makeup on because I had to do this thing. I rushed through that 2.5 hour exam in like an hour and a bit. So I finished by like 9:30, 9:40, drove straight to the con because I had pre-judging for this comp. The pre-judging was like 10:30, 11, and the comp was at 12:30. So
Oh my God.
I said to Mum, I am so sorry. I know I've left a mess. Please, just for this one day, just let it go. I will come back in the evening and clean. So she let it go and it was fine. But obviously,
that's so
when I got
nice.
back, it was like, okay, I'm cleaning this up straight away. I want to just go to bed because I haven't slept, but I'm going to clean. So
Yeah, you have that pressure. Like, if I don't clean, my parents will kill me.
well, I think it was,
you have no choice.
It was part of that, but also because, you just respect,
I
my
was going to
parents'
say,
space.
it's a respect thing too.
Because if
You feel bad.
yeah, I feel bad. It's not my space, right? So,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. So it was all fine and good, but that's a good one actually. Do your best to, as you craft, at the end of the day, if you made a mess, just clean up.
Oh my God, yes. It'll save you so much. But yeah, you got to wash your costumes, wash your makeup brushes, clean your eye
You have
contacts,
to
unpack your bags.
That's the hard one. Mm-hmm.
Go through all your content, back it up. I've gotten to the habit of having like shared folders with people now because they're like, oh, send me the photos.
Yeah, that's
and I
smart.
have folders that are by face. So Google Photos automatically adds any photo that they recognize their face into that folder. Like, I have like a Jacqueline folder, which sounds so funny, and I have like a Byron folder, and it's so funny because it's just all of them
That's
in their
so
separate
funny.
little folders. I sound creepy, but it's so much
It's
easier,
like, this is
and then
my
I invite
Byron
them.
folder.
But they're part of it, so they can see any footage I've taken of them if they want it, and
Yeah.
it's just so much easier.
That's
But
cute.
yeah, backing up all your content, sharing it, and then going through making content and basically planning for your next costume.
That's
Like, it
actually a
just-
good point because I obviously haven't been making as much content because obviously my purposes or my goals haven't really been along those lines. I haven't had the same motivation. That's a really good point in that even after the con finishes, yeah, you've got photos to post. You might have photo shoots that you might have done. You've got reels that you might have made with friends. I know you and I are going to make content, so that's going to be a different experience for me.
Yeah.
Coming back, it's like, all right, we got some work to do.
Yes.
Obviously do a post, but I like what you mentioned as well is even when you met someone at a con and you had a good experience, maybe it's at the end of the day of that particular day, or, maybe you have to fly into state like me and Danny. But when you get home, just send them a message like, hey man, met you over the weekend, love meeting you, thought it was great, hope you had a good time as well. If you want, and this is Jeremy's little tip, ask one question about them that maybe you don't know. It's like, hey, have you been cosplaying long? Or it's like, hey, what's your next convention plan, right? If they choose...
I will pick and choose who I do that with as well.
for sure.
Personally.
I mean, if it's someone that you want, that you think, hey, they gave me a good vibe, I'd like to get to know them better, or, there's potential for them to be a cool person, ask them a question. But otherwise, it's like, hey, good experience.
I agree.
Hey, man, nice meeting you. I hope you have a good time. Just straight up.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I agree. The reason why I said I pick and choose is because I struggle enough with responding to messages as is.
True, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's usually the day of or the day after, and then I might not respond for like a few months. And most people know that I'm bad at that. And I hate that I'm bad at it. Like, I do try, but I get overwhelmed. I'm sorry.
Danny,
I'm sorry.
you've got your limits. You've got your limits. We all do. We all do. But
yeah.
hey, look, just because you have like more than 40 followers, it's hard to keep in touch with those more than 40 followers, And I've got more than 10 followers. And even then, I don't get that many messages. So I think for me, it's a little bit easier to keep on top of messages. But
the more you tag people and do selfies with people and have them involved in your content, the more messages you're going to get, because it just starts the conversation.
Yeah,
They're going to
does.
respond to it and be like, it was so nice to meet you, or thank you for the tag, or thank you for being nice, or thank you, blah, blah, blah. And that's what starts it. So the more people you've done that with, the more messages you're going to get.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you don't want messages, then I guess don't do
Well, actually, look, Danny, I just thought about it too. When you get to, I don't know, Yaya Han level or something, someone's going to be like, oh my God, I got Yaya Han's new book or something, and they tag Yaya Han, right? And if you multiply that by a few thousand people around the world, there is no way you're getting through those tags, right?
No.
So,
No.
In a similar way, I don't think you should feel bad about not getting to all these tags or whatever, but I think that's the reason why Instagram has like a general folder and like a primary inbox or something.
Primary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've
100%.
really kept it like that. If you're, as Danny will know, if you're a tier 3 friend or above, you're an inbox. Otherwise, you're in general, and it's not.
It is what it is.
It is what it
easier
is.
to organize. Yeah,
sure.
I believe it or not, for an extrovert, I actually still get shy sometimes with messaging people. Like, I can't help it. I still get nervous. I still get shy. People think, oh, extroverts, they never feel these things. No, we still do. We are human. Believe it or not. Like, I will still get shy and be like, oh damn, oh my god, like. You probably won't read this, but hi, like, I think you're cool or some shit, I don't know. And same with approaching people. Like, I've told you before, like a girl at the gym, I thought she looks so good. Like, holy heck, her muscles amazing. I'm like, I'm too shy to tell her though. What if she tells me I'm stupid? Like, not that that'll ever happen.
Yeah, extroverts getting shy. It's funny. I never even thought of that connection in my head, to be honest.
Yeah, I will still go up and talk to someone, but in my head, I'm like, oh my god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh my god. And I'm like, hi.
Oh dear.
You have no idea. It's just yeah, you still get nervous.
To be in Danny's,
to
be in an extrovert brain for a day, couldn't imagine that. Couldn't imagine that. No.
Yeah, it's like, I find it easier maybe to approach people and say hi, but like, maybe it's just easier for me to just make that step, but I still feel the fear.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
No, we'll have a talk about introversion and extroversion another time, but that's a really interesting thought. I never really thought about that. I was like, oh, extroverts, they don't get shy. And I'm like, you're right. Shy and extrovert does not mean that they are the same thing.
No, I get flustered. I get shy. Like, I'll act confident. Then Byron might say something and I'll be like, oh my God.
Oh, I can't believe I said that. Oh,
yeah.
boy. Yeah.
It's just like a melted puddle. Yeah. It's normal. It's normal.
It is.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to have a chat about it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, that was the quickest yap, I swear, we've ever done. Because I'm like,
oh my God, we zoomed through that.
That was an hour, Daddy. That was an hour. I'm like, what? But anyway.
Went so quick.
So anyway, thanks for listening in, guys. If you enjoyed this yap, feel free to join our Patreon or our free Discord. It's all of our links are in the description below. We've got a growing community on there. You can meet more people in an easier way. Look at that. Look, you can be like that. Just yap up and down.
Yeah.
But
please.
Yeah. Other than that, look. Come and see us at PAX.
Stop begging.
Danny, do you want to announce PAX now or next week? What do you want to do? Actually, let's announce it now.
Probably do it now, yeah, in case we don't do an episode.
And then, there might be too much crunch. Okay, so, Danny, what are we doing at PAX? Tell us, what are we doing at PAX?
At PAX, hopefully I got this right. This will be awkward if I don't. But at PAX, we are going to be doing random interviews with you guys. Some of you experienced a little smidge of it at OzComicCon Sydney, where I got to test run some of our questions on you. A lot of it would be like cosplay hot takes and just, I don't know if we had anything. We had other things in mind, but I don't think we're certain if we're going to do them or not yet. I think we're concentrating mainly on the interview questions. Am I correct?
At this point, the interview parts of it. But what we really want to hear are your hot takes. As in, do you have a firm belief about something in cosplay, something about how cosplay should be, something about the community itself, something about relationships in cosplay, something about something that's difficult, something that you think is overrated, something that you think is not talked about enough. We want to hear these opinions. Now, we also understand that with opinions comes reactions. So when we ask these interviews, we will ask you if you want to be on camera or not, because we can also record it in a way which it'll be like anonymous. Okay? Yeah. So, Danny, I haven't told you about this part yet, but I figured it out in my head. Don't worry, we'll talk about it. So, this is our little segment which we're going to call Cosplay Confessions. So, if you've got a mad hot take, you've got some opinion, some strong belief that you believe the cosplay world needs to hear, we would love to talk to you at PAX. So, Danny, when are we doing these little cosplay confessions? Where are we going to be? What have we penciled in so far?
I know we want to do it every day at 12 p.m. But location-wise, I don't think we've decided.
We haven't decided yet.
One of them's like during a meetup on the Friday, like the K-pop Demon Hunters meetup.
So
will be around there.
We'll probably be nearby that meetup, I reckon.
Yeah. It'd be so funny to just interview.
Every
all the
interview we
K-pop
get is just
Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters.
Just a series of Demon Hunters. Yeah, so we will probably announce the locations maybe
Probably a
the
bit
day
closer.
before or on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can map it out a bit better. But yeah, be prepared.
Be prepared.
We're
We're coming for you. Or if you guys come and see us, just come and say
or
hi
come
and say,
for
guys,
us. Yeah.
I've got a cosplay confession. I'm like, sweet, we'd love to
Yeah.
hear it. So while that's going to be
Yes.
like our dedicated, I think, time, which will kind of be seeking out people. If you come and see us on the day, we'd be glad to have a chat with you. So
Yes, please.
yeah, so yeah, if you got
So
your
exciting.
I'm excited for it because rather than be like, oh, what's your favorite anime? Who's your best anime fight?
I
that you've seen?
struggle with that question so much. Anytime I ask what's my favorite anime, I'm like, you can't ask me that. You know I like anime. You like anime. No one can answer that question.
It's
There's
tough.
too many.
It's too many. It's tough.
It's a messed up question,
Yeah.
man.
So look,
Don't
we're
even
giving you the
dare.
question before you even talk to us, right? So it's not going to be on
Yeah.
the spot. So yeah, we're very excited for this segment because I think between Danny and I, we've been for the longest time trying to figure out how do we, get our community involved? How do we get people talking? That's not just a 1 hour interview with somebody, right? So we feel like if this works, we'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, then we'll figure something else out. But
it is what it is.
it is what it is. We're excited to give this a try. So we'd love for you guys to be part of this. So come and have a yap.
Please.
We'll yap to you.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
It'll be good.
And thank you again to all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate it so much. Like it's really, really nice.
I think we're at the stage now we can actually keep the podcast running without it costing us anything, which is amazing.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh my God, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's so heartwarming.
It's so heartwarming.
really
Like we don't
nice.
have to pay
Yeah.
to put me on the air anymore. It's great.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool.
oh, we can do Patreon goals. We should Danny, we gotta talk after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk after this. We want to reward you guys.
Yes.
That'd be
Yummy.
Okay. Okay, so we've got some behind the scenes yapping to do. But thank you guys very much for tuning into this episode. Hopefully we've got one more episode planned for next week before PAX. So hopefully we can pump that out if we're not crunching too much. But yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks for listening. Love you heaps. We'll talk to you hopefully next week. All right.
See you next week.
Bye.